Akshay Bhatia shot a 7 under 66. That was bogey free, highlighted by 3 consecutive birdies on 5, 6, and 7. The other thing that has been pointed out on the broadcast throughout is he is number 1 in the field in strokes gained putting. He is gaining 5.5 strokes to the field. What I love about this, Greg, is he took all the putting cheat codes and he added them up. He put them together, and that is what he is using. So correct me if I've missed any. He's got the jailbird. That's a cheat code in itself. He's got the broomstick, the long putter. On that broomstick, he's got the split grip, and he's using the claw lower hand. He has gone like whatever anyone has ever told him to try, he has put it all into one package.
That's pretty good, Rick. You're right. Everything. Well, I mean, this worked for the claw, worked for Morikawa, the jailbird worked for Keegan Bradley, the long putter worked for Lucas Glover. I'll do all of them.
I'll do all of that. Yeah.
And it's worked. Yeah. So what you're saying is Akshay's cheating.
Basically, it looks that way. As Josh points out in the chat, he was 183rd out of 193 qualified putters last year. So now, after he said, I played with Lucas, I saw what he was doing. I played with Adam Scott, I kind of saw what he was doing, and this is much easier for him to, especially distance control, for him to get the ball started on the right line and with the right weight.
You know, there's one thing about Akshay that he's shown throughout his entire career, which I really admire him for. He doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He can handle that. I mean, when he went and turned professional and didn't go to college, he was, criticized for that pretty heavily. A lot of people thought that was a mistake, and he's very quickly proven to us all that it wasn't. But the ability to say, hey, I've had one full year on tour. I'm near the worst putter on the PGA Tour. Why not try it? Why not try it now? Why do I have to wait and become this bad putter when this is working? There's a clear blueprint that's working for all these guys who have struggled. So he does it, and he's getting immediate results. I give him so much credit for it. Rick, there's one other thing about Akshay that I think is worth bringing up. Mm-hmm. Would you consider this a tropical golf course?
Thank you, Greg. I absolutely would consider this a tropical golf course.
And he is a tropical golf killer.
Yes, he is.
I mean, I'm kicking myself. I'm looking at him here. I'm saying it's tropical. Let's get tropical. I feel like I'm watching semi-pro. Let's get tropical. Akshay Bhatia. How did I not mention him? How did I not put enough thought and attention into Akshay on Monday? It's autoplay for me from here on out. Tropical golf course. I'm playing Akshay.
So I was looking this up just an hour ago. So even before, so this does not include this week. So whatever this result is going to be will help this tropical golf situation. 5 of his 6 career best finishes have come in the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, or Mexico. And 9 of his top 15 finishes have come in those locations, plus Mayakoba, Bermuda, and Corrales.
Okay. There you go. And Korn Ferry Tour?
That's
that's in there, right? Yep. You mentioned Bahamas. Yep. So, makes total sense.
Loves
and he could do it tomorrow.
Also worth noting, he's like 3 years younger than Ludwig is.
Yep, and he's been playing. He's got 2 professional wins now. One on Korn Ferry, one last year on the PGA Tour. It's a different kind of experience. There's he's seasoned, and he's going to end up being one of these. Who's a good Kevin Na, the first guy that comes to mind, where you look at their age, you're like, wait, what are you talking about? He's been out here forever. The guy's got to be 100. He's going to be one of those players. Sergio Garcia is another example. They've been out there so long because they turned pro so young, and you have an opportunity for an extremely, unbelievably long career.
January 31st, 2002, Akshay's birthday. So he's going to turn 21 here, or 22, excuse me, in a couple weeks. The number one song in the U.S. that day, "You Got It Bad" by Usher. The memories.
Wow.
The man they are all chasing, Chris Kirk, 67, 65, 66, add it all up. That is 21 under par. It was a little bit of a slow start for Chris. He was 1 under through his first 4 holes. He remedied that by birdieing 5, 6, 7, 8. He then got another streak at 12, 13, and 14 before notching one more birdie on 18. And now Chris Kirk will hold the lead or co-lead for the 7th time on the PGA Tour in his career. He has converted on 3 of his 6 previous 54-hole leads.
That's a pretty good record.
Pretty good.
Well, it's good to have 7 54-hole leads too,
yes.
Or co-leads, right?
He's got like, I think I saw, I don't have it up anymore, but I think he has 2 more on the Corn Ferry Tour, and I think he closed out both of those.
Yeah. So he can do it. Doesn't mean he will. Certainly capable. We talked about him yesterday, Rick. I thought he hit the ball between he and Scotty and Morikawa yesterday. Those 3 guys hit the ball the best. And Chris Kirk today didn't hit the ball quite as well early. Now, that being said, those first 4 holes were the 4 most difficult holes on the golf course. So the slow start is understandable to a degree, but he really had to scramble around a little bit more and had to lean on the putter a little bit more. And when he needed to, it showed up. And he holed a lot of 8-foot putts for par and a couple for birdie there, and ended up having his best putting day so far of the week.
I find Chris Kirk very difficult to try to predict and try to handicap. He won the Honda Classic in February, at the end of February. Since then, he only had 1 more top 10 the rest of 2023, and it was a T10 at the Texas Open. That was in April. So it wasn't a particularly great finish to the year, but this is starting to be kind of the time of the year where he shows up, right? If you like the body, what are they like, the body cycles, that January, February.
Yeah, he's a Q1 golfer.
Big Q1 guy. Yeah. RSM, big Q1 guy. That's Chris Kirk.
Yeah. Seems to be. Now, he's played well at the Sony. Has he won the Sony?
I just had it up. He has finished second.
Yeah.
He finished second in 2014. He finished second in 2021. He finished third in 2023. He's got a 5th, a 10th. So he has not won it, but he's been close.
Yeah. So maybe likes a little bit of off time to get himself ready to go for the season, because he's looking ready right now. He looks sharp. The wedge game is great. What he's got going on the greens is looking great. Tomorrow is going to be a big time birdie fest. I don't think we're going to see winds quite as high tomorrow. And they'll be out of an opposite direction. I think he can handle it. I like what I saw on the greens out of him today. That was a real positive sign.